ever pushed documentation changes only to discover formatting issues after merge. Local previews eliminate that surprise by showing exactly how your Markdown will render when merged to main. We'll use FastMCP's documentation server to instantly verify your MDX Markdown formatting, with live reloading that updates as you edit. You'll see how Just Docs provides one-click previews, while Mintlify Dev offers direct control. But remember, you'll still need to register pages in Docs, JSON for navigation, and manually check out tags to preview historical versions. #start local documentation server with hot reload. Just Docs. # or run Mintlify directly. Mintlify Dev. This demonstrates the local documentation preview pattern using live reloading servers. The commands launch a Mintlify development server that renders Markdown and MDX content as it would appear when merged to the main branch, with automatic refreshes on file changes. Unlike automated documentation testing, this provides a manual verification environment specifically for visual formatting and content structure of handwritten documentation. The pattern creates a real-time feedback loop by watching documentation source files and updating the browser view instantly. This allows writers to verify formatting, example layouts, and navigation structure before committing changes, while maintaining complete separation from the code testing pipeline. Pages must be explicitly registered in Docs, JSON to appear in navigation, and the preview only reflects the current branch state historical documentation, requires manual tag checkouts, and local hosting. This approach matters because it enables visual verification of documentation presentation while enforcing project standards. The preview server helps catch formatting issues and structural problems, but complete examples and proper content organization are validated through other mechanisms. The SDK documentation remains auto-generated from source code and isn't part of this manual preview process, keeping the workflow focused on handwritten content quality. Let's break it down line by line. #start local documentation server with hot reload. Just Docs. Launches a local documentation preview server with live reloading for Markdown and MDX files. The preview matches production only when viewing the main branch, while historical versions require manual tag checkouts and local hosting. Pages must be registered in Docs, JSON to appear in navigation, and this preview verifies visual formatting only. Complete examples and SDK documentation are handled separately through automated processes. # or run Mintlify directly. Mintlify Dev. Alternative to the Just Docs wrapper, this directly launches Mintlify's local development server with live reloading for Markdown MDX content. The preview shows documentation as it will render when merged to main, but requires manual tag checkouts to verify historical versions. All pages must be registered in Docs, JSON to appear in navigation, while SDK API documentation remains auto-generated from source code. Documentation development loop. FastMCP's local preview system provides real-time formatting feedback for Markdown MDX content, with Just Docs as the standard command and Mintlify Dev for direct Mintlify control. Local previews only reflect the main branch's eventual appearance, while historical documentation requires manual tag checkouts and self-hosting to verify accuracy. All documentation pages must be registered in Docs, JSON to appear in navigation, and SDK documentation remains separate as it's auto-generated from source code annotations.
The preview that shows everything still hides what matters most.